Good evening, it's me, Mingyong, and you're watching JCK News. Recently, the drama Extraordinary Attorney Woo is gaining popularity in South Korea and becoming a big issue worldwide as well. The drama is questioning us about the current status of disabled in our society. The drama Extraordinary Attorney Woo, which is currently airing on Channel ENA, is a story about the protagonist Woo, who is a lawyer, but also has autism spectrum. In the drama, the main protagonist Woo moved to a rural school to avoid bullying when she was a student, but she was still bullied by the new school students. However, this is not only a problem inside the drama that disabled students having difficulty adjusting to school. So we have a reporter, Yuna Chang, with us. Yuna, please tell us about the reality of education rights for disabled students in our society.
On May 2022, the police launched an investigation after a report that a teacher of an elementary school in Seoul had committed emotional abuse during class against a student with autism spectrum disorder. The victim repeatedly committed self-harm since then and eventually had to move to a different school. In South Korea, the education of disabled students can be divided into two. First, special schools are entirely for disabled students, whereas in general schools, special classes are installed for disabled students within it. Meanwhile, if one's disability is not too severe, it is allowed for one to join non-disabled students in general classes, and this is called integrated education. According to this data from the Ministry of Education, out of the total number of students receiving special education, 72.8% of them are attending general schools, not special schools. This simply means that 7 out of 10 disabled students attend general schools. However, there are only 16.9% of disabled students that are general school attendees that actually receive full-time integrated classes with the non-disabled students. Therefore, it is problematic that, in reality, integrated education is not being properly implemented in South Korea.
Yeah, I went to Korean high school and I had a classmate with autism. As you know, Korean education policy pursues integrated education, but I can't deny that there is bias. At first, we were definitely in the same class, but at some point, some complained his behavior and he had to move the class.
지나가다가 때리셔도 맞겠습니다. 그런데 학교는 절대로 포기할 수가 없습니다.
국민 여러분께 여기 무릎 꿇고 저희가 학교를 지켜달라고 사정하겠습니다.
On September 2017, groups of parents of disabled students had went down on their knees begging for a special school's establishment in Seoul. This was because the special school that was announced to be established in 2013 was not being established until 2017 due to the harsh opposition from the local residents. The education rights of disabled students are not being properly secured in South Korea as they aren't guaranteed with sufficient options for schools or the environment to receive proper education. Due to social prejudice and discrimination, some have to go to a special school that is distanced more than an hour away just because they're not accepted to attend regular schools nearby and because there aren't enough special schools.
Integrated education requires the collective effort of the nation and every single person in the society, which must be based on respecting one's rights, disabled or not. It is a task for Korean society and beyond to build a classroom with equal education rights of all the real-life U영우's out there.